What's up, everybody? And I hope you guys are having a great day for another. Well, it's a different type of video today. We're not going to do a member of the month. We're not going to do a community spotlight because we want to introduce you to ATC's newest staff member, Jelena McLaren.
Hello, hello. Happy to be here. So excited. Hi, y'all.
Great, great. Jelena, we've had some great conversations in the past few weeks, but how about you tell everybody else a little bit about you?
Yeah, great. Wow. So I have been excited and a part of theater for a while now. I was always interested in it growing up, but I grew up in rural Ohio. So it wasn't until I moved to Pittsburgh for college in 2012 that I really got an opportunity to get into it. I went to Carlow, not for theater, for psychology, but a few years after that, and a few years after doing some administrative work at Pitt, I started working in theater, doing front of house, doing community engagement. I worked at Quantum Theater, I worked at Pittsburgh Public Theater, and now I'm here. I love to act, I love to direct. Occasionally, you can talk me into writing a little, but I'm all about all of it.
Love that. Love that. How did you hear about ATC?
Oh my gosh. Well, I have heard of y'all. I heard of y'all forever ago, just because, as a Black person looking for community in Pittsburgh, when you are looking at the arts and you're looking at performing arts, ATC comes up. Being 30 years old right now, have always been sort of at the cusp of like professional ensemble. So yeah, I heard of you all through word of mouth. I was in I think it was a festival of firsts with Shakira forever ago. I was in stage readings with Shakira. Your members are everywhere out in the world performing, and I've met folks, and they told me about y'all.
That's great. I love that. I love that. So we eternally, not eternally, guys. We internally know what an operations manager does.
Mhm.
Jelena, do you want to tell everybody else what an operations manager does?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's been fun at meetings and introducing folks to me, trying to be like the short version is I systematize things. So the shows that happen, the productions, the artistic side, the production side, everybody has that on lock. But in order to execute that stuff effectively, it's really important to have systems in place. Whether that's a system for ordering new supplies or a system for like writing checks, having systems in place makes everything go smoothly. So I take care of that. I take care of talking to landlords. I take care of making sure the building's up to snuff, and we'll see how it develops. We'll see where it goes.
Great, great. Are you ready for your first serious question?
Oh gosh, serious. Okay.
What is your plan for your first 100 days? I'm
My
kidding.
first. Oh my gosh. Cut the interview.
Real question, how has your first few weeks been?
It's been so good. It's been so good. I've loved the places that I've worked previously, but it really, really means the world to be working in a place that is explicitly in the mission, in the membership for Black arts. It has been too good for me to say. And everybody's so dope. Everybody's so nice. That also helps. It's been.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. It gives me a follow-up question. How is working in a Black-centered space different than working in a PWI? For anybody who doesn't know, PWI is predominantly white institution.
Yes, yeah. I think that like a lot of it is subtle. There are things that are just like we're not following like weird, strange decorum rules that are always unspoken and you don't know if you've broken them. I can just be sort of relaxed and myself at work, which is a huge deal. There's also like a philosophical difference in that and I don't think it's ever intentional in PWIs, but there's a instant we're all in this together at ATC, and that we're all ready to pick up whatever is needed to be picked up to get the work done. And that hasn't been as true for my experience elsewhere.
Love that. I love that. As you know, the arts are important. They're in everything. How do you make art, and why do you think arts education is important?
Well, I mean, I make art in 100 ways. I describe myself as having like too many hobbies for somebody who just crested 30. I'm in too much. I do too much. I would say that like, I do visual art. Like I mentioned before, I love to act. I love to like put me in a stage reading. I'm ready. I will like bring the house down. And I think art is important for like endless reasons. I think that art offers a way to translate moments and share that translation with people. I think art offers escape. I think art offers, catharsis. I think art offers community. I think, especially growing up, super rural in Ohio, I didn't have the kind of opportunities that ATC members have. There wasn't a theater company, let alone a Black theater company, where I was growing up. And so seeing the places that ATC members go, seeing the productions that they are in ATC and outside of ATC, it's obvious the difference that's making for the members individually and for the folks who are watching.
Great. I love that. I love that. Can you tell us about a artistic opportunity that you have participated in that you feel kind of felt like the most enriching experience for you?
Oh gosh, that's a great question. A while ago, I would say my most proud artistic experience was I played Stella in A Streetcar Named Desire. And I could go on a whole soapbox for way too long about like colorblind versus color intentional casting. And so, when I was cast as Stella as like a mixed Black person, it was really obvious that it was really important that we internalize my identity into the story. We could just have played it colorblind. We could have just been ignored my race. But we found moments without changing the script at all to make my identity important to the character of Stella. There's a moment in the script where Blanche, like when she first shows up, she makes a comment about, "Oh no, your hair," and she goes to touch it, right? And that, was written for two white characters, but that became an incredibly important part of the script. And, the director I had really trusted me to bring my life, my truth to the story. And it made for a complex and heavy and really wonderful show.
That's great. I love that. Well, you were talking about how you have so many different hobbies as you're cresting 30. Tell us a little bit about one of those hobbies that you couldn't live without.
Oh gosh. All right. Well, we'll be real. Half of the media I consume, half of my free time I spend is in tabletop role-playing games. I love D&D. I have a Monday night game where we swap out who's running the game. I also I'm in a Dungeons and Dragons comedy troupe, an improv comedy troupe. Every last Saturday of the month, if you are above a certain age, it is often not appropriate. You can come downtown and see the Knights of the Arcade. I'm a member of that group. But yeah, I actually think that, I've been playing D&D since I was a kid. My mom was into it. And I really think that part of the reason I'm a good actor is because I've been embodying characters since I was a kid. I think that making decisions in a collaborative storytelling game like Dungeons and Dragons really primed me to be able to make decisions as a character on stage.
I love that. I love how we're talking about how those skills are transferable, and it's one of those big things that we really want to make sure is big here, is making sure that kids can gain those soft skills in order to take those next steps into the real world. Okay, well, thank you, Jelena, so much for having us. Or any last words you want to leave to the ATC audience as a whole?
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for watching this. I hope to get to know you all. It's been a fun whirlwind trying to learn everyone's names. If you ever want to talk about writing for plays, if you want to talk about acting, you want to bounce a monologue off of me, something like that, let me know. I am a resource and I'm excited to be a part.
Thank you guys so much. We will see you guys next month for another video. Bye.